The horror movie-cation of Mama E with Natalie, a For the Love of Ghosts podcast series. And welcoming our special guest to discuss horror, Grace Shrines.
Hello everybody and welcome to this next episode of the horror movie-cation of Mama E with her horror guru of gore.
Hi, it's me, it's Natalie, and we have a guest today. So I would like to introduce everybody to the gorgeous and wonderful Grace Shrines. Grace, say hello.
Hello guys. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me on. I'm excited.
Oh, you're more than welcome. You are more than welcome. So Grace has very graciously, well, see what I did there. She's not the first time she's heard that joke. Grace has picked a movie for us this week. So Grace, will you please tell us what movie you chose and why you chose it?
Why I chose it. That's a big question. But I chose Misery, which is a Stephen King readaptation. And I chose it because it's quite relatable right now. we know, but it's also very good. It's very good.
And even though not necessarily mentioned in any interviews by Tobias, we know he likes a bit of Stephen King. And I'm going to throw in there, I share my birthday with Stephen King. So, you know, it's all good. And weirdly, this is one of the very few horror movies I'd seen before Natalie had.
And I hadn't.
Oh, God. Wow.
I know. It doesn't happen very often, but this is one of them. So I sat and watched it for the first time on Saturday night and thoroughly enjoyed it.
Can I also say that you met James Caan, is that right, Natalie?
I have met James Caan,
and you hadn't seen the most iconic movie that he was in ever.
No, and you know what else I haven't seen that James Caan was in that everybody told me I needed to watch was Elf.
Oh.
Yeah. His Elf is good.
It's all right.
Yeah, I finally watched it a couple of Christmases ago, but I hadn't seen it when I'd met him. In fact, I don't think I'd seen many James Caan movies before I met him.
Oh, wow. There's The Godfather, I suppose. You must have seen that.
The Godfather, yeah. I've seen The Godfather. But the funny thing about the whole meeting of James Caan, I used to work a lot of big sci-fi signings and events in London. And we had James Caan as a guest. And on the Friday, we were told at the end of the day, if you can avoid it, don't make contact with James Caan. He's obviously not in the best of moods this weekend. He's been a bit snippy with people. Avoid. Okay. On the Saturday afternoon, I was coming down the stairs with a giant cage full of food from the green room, and I get into the goods lift and I hear another member of crew going, "Somebody hold the lift." And in walks said member of crew with James Caan. And I'm like, oh no. Oh no, this is not. Oh no! And then he starts looking in the top of the cage. He's like, oh.
Peckish.
Like, would you like a cookie, Mr. Caan? And he goes, doesn't look like they're open. So I slid my thumbnail along the box, popped the top of these shortbread biscuits open, and went, they're open now.
Oh, you make that sound so saucy. I slid my thumbnail.
He goes,
popped open. I was
like, take the box, have the lot. It's fine. Take the box. He goes, you sure? I'm like, yeah. Yes, fine. The next day, I'm working in the photo shoot area. Who have we got on the list? James Caan. And then everyone's going, oh God, he's been in a really shit mood all weekend. Oh no. Oh, what are we going to do? And he
bring cookies.
He walked in, he looked at me, and he went, oh, Cookie girl.
Cookie girl.
Cookie girl.
Cookie girl. And I went, hi. And everyone's looking at me like,
yeah, I'm James Caan's cookie girl.
Cookies. What more could you want? He gave him cookies. You fed him. He was probably hungry. We all get a bit, you know.
The photo I got with him was outstanding. Because he wasn't like he was sitting down, he wasn't doing like arms round or anything like that. And let me see if I can find it, because he was very, I believe the word I'm looking for is stoic.
I was going to say stoic. I felt stoic. He has that aura about him. I mean, even in the movie we're going to discuss, he's quite a stoic character in it.
He is.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find it because the picture I got was fantastic.
It is a very good picture. Just met lots of really cool people.
I have met lots of very, very cool. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it properly, but
Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, it's so cute.
Oh, you guys are adorable together.
So
Please marry
sweet.
him. Please marry him.
He was happy. He was like, she gave me cookies. She gave me
cookie girl.
Did you say the line? I'm your biggest fan. Did you say it?
I'm your biggest fan. I'm your biggest fan, James. I'm your number one fan.
You didn't know at that point. Didn't freak him
Oh
out.
yeah. Oh yeah. Shit. Damn it. That's so cool. That's so cool.
Opportunity missed.
Yeah, it's so lovely though. That's so cool though that you like got him to be nice. Because everyone else is going, "He's in such a bad mood." Yeah, just got to, you know, work with people, isn't it? Just like how to food, job food. Don't need you.
Supply
Food.
cookies.
That's the way to make people, to be honest. If you offer someone food, they're going to be like, you're good. I like you. There's food.
Yeah, exactly. Food supplier immediately. As a chef, I know that I'm very loved.
You're very loved.
Food. Yeah.
Food. There's food. It's going to be good food.
Asshole, but I feed people, so it's fine.
We love her. She feeds people.
Feed her.
So,
There's already...
don't make meatloaf with spam in it. Let's just say that.
Oh, yeah.
It's the fresh tomatoes. It's the fresh tomatoes. I don't use canned. Anyway.
She uses fresh tomatoes, but spam. I'm sorry, as a chef, I'm just like baffled by that. Do you want it to be fresh or do you want it to be like ultra processed? Make your mind up.
Choose which way you want to go here.
Yeah.
She's a little confused, I think we could say. Maybe ever so slightly unhinged. There are no hinges. Not unhinged, no hinges. Hinges gone.
Yeah, exactly. On a scale of 1 to penguin, she's penguin. Penguin.
1990, this movie came out.
Wow. I was
7.
Damn.
So I was 9.
Oh.
No.
You guys could have babysat me.
No.
You were 9. What are you talking about?
No, I was 11.
You were 11. I was 11. No. You're 11.
You're the youngest person in this room. How dare you?
She's got the baby.
Was 9. I was 11.
You've got baby face. How is this possible? Screw you guys.
Baby face. What are you talking about? Let me just make sure I have actually turned the power off. Don't want my laptop to go off. That would be embarrassing, wouldn't it? So, quite the cast. We've got Paul Sheldon, James Caan. You've got Annie Wilkes by Kathy Bates. Buster the sheriff, who is literally my favourite character in the whole thing. I love him. Richard Farnsworth. Virginia.
There have to be spoilers in this, by the way.
Oh, it's been out.
The movie came out in 1990. If they haven't seen it by now, fuck them.
Buster got shot. It was the worst thing ever. I was like, no, not Buster.
I said to Natalie, there's one scene in it that I don't think needs to be there, and I'm really pissed off it happened, and it really upset me. Tell me when you get to it. She's like, I found it. I know what it is. I was like, yeah, exactly. Unnecessary. Could have gone for his knees, in the shoulder.
I know.
I texted you. I said that sheriff's done for if he keeps looking around.
Yeah.
I think it was, yes, he is. And then his wife, Virginia, or deputy sheriff.
I love her.
She's brilliant.
I love her. I also love that Kathy Bates switch of personality after she shoots him and then like suggests some sort of double unaliving and goes like, okay, I'll make dinner.
It's like totally fine with it. And then there's Lord Bacall playing his literary agent, Marcia Fidel. And I was like, that's some really cool. There's actually a lot. I mean, there are a lot of people in the movie, but there's not. Like through the whole thing, it's mainly just Paul and Annie. With little throws to the village and stuff like that. So what I found interesting was like the first scene you come into, it's just the music and him typing, and then the close-ups of the items. And what I noticed is you go through the film, if it's a major close-up on something, it's going to be important. It's going to be and that's going to be used somewhere else, or it denotes it as something important to either Paul or to Annie. So like you had the champagne glass, the bottle of champagne, the one cigarette with the match, you know, it was all those little close-ups while he finished, and the fact he wrote the end in hand, like, you know, this is a really important, I'm going to emphasize this, I've written it in hand. He lights a cigarette and he goes out in his car, shoves it in the seat, and throws, and the first line is "still got it." Because he throws a snowball at the tree, thunk, still got it. It's just like the most random thing. Gets in the car, and then you have the most jaunty song ever.
Yeah.
While the world is getting worse and worse and worse. I like the word juxtaposition because I was like, I know where I can use that. That joyous music, like really upbeat music.
Agony, ecstasy. Yeah.
And
you just know that something's going to go wrong because it's Stephen King. It's in the snow. The car isn't exactly, even for 1990, the car isn't exactly new.
Not for that either. The tyres don't look built for it.
No. 65 Mustang? It's a Mustang.
Mustangs are famous for being drifty cars as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
The worst thing to drive in a snowstorm, but still got
there he is, because he didn't know it was going to snow, because he obviously hadn't been listening to the news or anything. He'd been up in that cabin, getting on with that book. I just drive my slippery Mustang down this cliff full of snow.
Book that is going to, you know, reintroduce him to the world after the Misery series.
But didn't we learn later on as well that she kind of had something to do with that accident, or because she was following him or something?
She knew it happened. She'd been watching him up at the gate. Like, there's that little bit where you go, and he doesn't twig at that point because she just said he was the best author ever, and he's like, oh, I'll say that again. Listen, she's just been stood outside your cabin staring at your lights and watching you, and no, you just heard that you're the best author.
It was also kind of inferred that wasn't the first time that she'd done it.
No, definitely not.
It wasn't the first time she'd gone to the hotel and the cabins and she'd sat and watched him.
Yeah. She mentioned also later that, oh, I know you always do this, you know, you have your champagne and your cigarette, and it's like she even knew the brand of the cigarette, and it's like,
yeah,
that'd be fun.
What does she call the champagne? It's not Dom Perignon.
Dom Perignon. Hot Perignon.
So I think even there it was sort of showing that she hadn't been cultured, that she necessarily had the most educated life. You know, she knew things, and she wasn't. I don't think she was stupid, but I think she'd been led to believe that she was in certain things. But at that point,
she obviously wasn't stupid because she was a registered nurse. She had been, you know, she was an RN. She'd worked on pediatric wards, and you have to be a certain level of nurse to be able to work with pediatrics.
Children, yeah.
But there's also stuff where there was a series called Castle Rock, which brought a lot of Stephen King's sort of antagonists together. And Annie Wilkes is one of the characters in that. And there's the scene where he goes into like her little cupboard and she's got all the drugs stockpiled.
Yeah.
They were all thieved from the hospital that she was at. But she even makes a comment I think it's either in the TV show or in the book, where she says, you don't touch the opioids. They count those. You have to take something else.
Oh.
So she's not dumb by any stretch of the imagination. She's just not very cultured. And I think there's a difference between being uneducated and uncultured. And I think she'd led a very sheltered life.
Well, and if she'd been in that house or that village where they are, you know, it's quite a small place in the middle of back of America, you know, it gets snowed out every year and all the rest of it.
Well, she was a nurse in Denver, so that was, you know, she'd lived in a big city. She'd been married.
Yeah.
It also speaks to like how deep her psychopathy goes. In terms of the fact that she doesn't want to help people. She clearly has no interest or love for other people. She's psycho. So she took herself through medical school to get as a registered nurse just to hurt people. like she studied for that purpose. Like
and
that.
also in the, I mean, I know we go on, it's a bit later in the movie, but where she has her memory lane book.
Oh yeah.
The article clipping of another nurse being accidentally killed, isn't there? I don't know if that was someone within her class or someone who maybe was doing better than her, or maybe
It was her direct superior.
There you go.
It was her direct superior.
Maybe she swore and said, "You're a dirty bird and you need to die."
Yeah. When you're not good enough. But
that's the thing. Psychopathy. The limits to her, the way her brain works, the mental gymnastics that she must do in order for her to make sense of everything in her brain, for her to be able to say, yes, this is the logical next step. I'm going to do X. But then she's not. This is where the whole Stephen King is almost kind of credited with the whole bringing the angel of death theory to life. The women who do become nurses and then who do take children's lives. I mean, you just have to look at, the most recent case in the UK. You have to look at Lucy Letby, and then going back almost to about the same time this movie came out, you look at a woman called Beverly Allett who murdered 8 or 9 babies on a neonatal ward in the UK.
Oh.
It's not unheard of, this behaviour.
It's complex. It is like I have power and I'm going to use it.
It sort of shines a light on that though at the same time, and I think that needs to be done. But and Stephen King does it so beautifully. I don't think it's glorifying that at all. But it's kind of like there are people like this in the world, and it's shit.
And that they see the world a particular way, and it's their way they see it is their truth, and that's how they go through the world, and then they justify. But then, like for instance, when we come to one of the scenes where she has lost her temper and has such a go at him, and then within seconds she comes back, I'm so sorry, and it's all very, very sweetness and light, and you must think I'm so, and it's so Jekyll and Hyde and so quick. Those first few scenes, you can see why he's like, oh no, it's okay, it's fine. I understand. But we do just so that people know why it's called Misery. Apart from the situation that he ends up in being Misery, is that there's the overturned car, the accident's happened, he's in the snow, dying in his car, lots of close-ups at various bits, and then it does a throwback to him having a chat with his literary agent, and explaining how he had created this character. Sorry, Karen. That's for a different.
He also created a Carrie, but
character Chastity. So was it her full name? Misery.
Chastain.
So Misery is the name of the character, the main character in this series of books he'd created that he never realized were going to take over his entire life. So I just feel like there is a touch to Ghost there. It didn't make these characters that took over his entire life. So he's just killed it off. Again, I see a link there. Kill the characters off there. We'll just move on and write a new book. So at that point, he's explaining what he's doing, and she's like, "Yeah, but this, got your daughter through school and gave her braces and all the rest of it." And he's like, "Yeah, but I've had enough of Misery now."
Got straight to. I'm gonna move on.
We've got to move on. So this one hasn't been read or released yet. This one's the one that's just about to be released, and obviously then he's gone to the chateau where he goes to write his book. So he's written this first book that is not Misery. So So then there's the close-ups of someone dragging him out of the car, and that's where it all goes a bit downhill for him, really. There.
Yeah.
She gives
gone a bit Pete Tom.
I do laugh in films. So I did a first aid training, being a personal trainer, and that's not how CPR works. You don't bring people back from the dead. You just keep their circulation going until you get the medical team there who can bring them back from the dead. They don't suddenly wake up. If there is no one coming, you're fucked, basically. Literally, just a side note. So in the class, there was these people going, but if you're on your own, you just leave the person and you get help. There is no point pumping away on their chest and breathing into them if no one is coming. The amount of times this poor person who was training us had to say it, and these other people going, but if we don't do that, they'll die. Yeah, but if no one is coming. But I love film. There's CPR, mouth to mouth, alive. It's amazing.
Magic.
Magic of
Logic
movies.
doesn't count. It's just the story has to be told, so fuck it.
I think it's also the way she fixed all his fractures in his legs, bits of bone moving round. Yeah.
With like a cupboard full of random ibuprofen.
Proper MacGyver. wrapped with duct tape and held in with splints. I think I did a good job.
As good as that do.
Oh, that was one of the first things that did actually make me feel a bit was when she
when she pulls the sheets back and you see his legs and you're a bit someone's gonna lose a toe.
Yeah,
that's not good. Look, they don't look good circulation going on there. Even he looks
quite gangrenous and swollen, and it's gonna take more than a splint to get that sorted.
Yeah, circulation looks a bit dodgy.
Got like Muppet legs, What the fuck? Yeah. Oh.
At this point, he doesn't know he's a prisoner because she said, when the roads reopen, I'll get you to the hospital. It was too dangerous to get you to the hospital. So at this point, he doesn't know her as his savior. Like, she literally saved his life. There is no reason at this point for him to be like worried what's going on.
Yeah.
Yet.
Mm.
And then I was just having a read through. Oh yeah, sorry. And then she explains finding him while shaving him with a cutthroat razor.
Yeah,
that was a bit dodge.
With very light, gentle, tinkly music. You got to enjoy the tinkly, happy music going on in the background.
Well, Stephen King loves doing this because I remember seeing an interview with Tarantino and he was talking about what he loves about Stephen King. And he said that he will constantly bring you in and make you feel cozy. And I think Tobias mentioned that about older movies being cozy.
Yes,
and I agree that it's so much worse when it goes south because you get sucked into that it's gonna go good. This is
nice. You're right. Maybe it'll be okay this time. Maybe she won't do that to his ankles. Oh.
Yeah, the music's nice.
The music's nice.
Yeah.
But that, you're right, that I saw that interview. I think you might have sent it to me, Natalie. The one where he's talking about the fact that movies nowadays don't give you that cozy bits. It's all horror. It's all too much all the time. Whereas the older ones do give you the little bit of lightheartedness or the comic relief like you get between the sheriff and his wife or the deputy. Yeah. When you're, what is it, Natalie? When you're in the car, you're the deputy.
In the car, you're not my wife. You're the deputy. Yeah, well, this deputy would rather be at home under the covers with the sheriff.
I love that. I love it. This is why our marriage is so strong. Oh, I don't know.
Love them.
Oh, so cute.
And it's the fact there is those little comic bits, I think, that make the actual horror bits that much hit home that bit more, because you have had the bits where you go, oh, that's quite funny. There's a bit of levity.
You've got the breathing room. There's time for you to
get comfortable.
Process what's happened, because you're up here. You process that. You come back down again.
False sense of security.
Ratchet the tension back up and back up and back up before you hit another. And I'll tell you who else does that really well is Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah, absolutely. Pan's Labyrinth, by far one of my favorite. And El Orfanato, the orphanage. El
Orfanato is another one we want to do. Yeah, I would love to do that. Shape of Water is one I would like to do.
Mm-hmm.
Shape of Water is beautiful.
I've got quite a long list, and I added a few others the other day. Not quite so. There's a 28 later in there the other day.
Damn. There is a Del Toro film that I can't find anywhere. It's very difficult to find. And it's about this thing that grows on someone's hand. Kronos. I can't find it anywhere.
Oh.
It's really
I'll send you a Vinted link. Somebody's got a pack with all three of them in.
Oh, thank you. That's maybe nice.
This is why we have the horror. This is why I'm being educated, so we can share the joy. The funny thing, actually, since there's quite a few movies that I haven't actually seen and that I really enjoy. More these sorts of ones where it's like Misery, which is more a psychological rather than a slasher thriller, horror. Sorry, I like these sorts of thrillers. I don't know how you would describe them. Really psychological. That's why it's always Natalie horror, because it's horror. because it's a psychological thriller, and it just, it's in what I always call like the Sixth Sense era. It's that sort of, it keeps you on your edge, and it gives you what makes my skin feel like it doesn't fit properly. And that feeling.
And it makes you think about deeper things as well. That's a lot of things that horror movies these days are kind of lacking, in my opinion.
Yeah. Whereas this, I feel like
there's no heart to a lot of them. Like there's no heart to a lot of horror movies these days.
There's nothing to latch on to, because you care about Paul. Like you're like, oh my God, what she's doing to you. Oh my God, oh no. And it's just that constant of like, you want to keep him safe. Because like, as I think I put in there, like when Buster goes and visits the lodge or the chateau where he does his writing, he talks to the guy there, it shows that Paul is a nice guy. He's got no airs and graces. He's always lovely. He's got a good character about him.
He puts up her crap as well, and still like, okay, sure, Annie, yeah.
And then she was like, then he gives her the permission to read the current manuscript.
Oh no! Guilt and misery.
Oh dear! And this is, I think, it's all where he gives her the permission to read stuff that it all goes a bit wrong.
Is that when she wakes him up in the middle of the night and injects him in the neck?
No, that's not again.
This was the manuscript, the one that he just finished.
And she likes it. She goes, I'm only 40 pages in. She's been over it and she's feeding him some soup. And he's like, yeah, but no, be honest with me. And she's like, it's the swearing, Paul. I don't like the swearing. And he was like, well, I grew up, in these places, and this is how we spoke to each other. And that's when you see her turn, and the music signifies her building anger. And she just blows, and she's angry, and she's shaking the soup everywhere. And do you think I go in there and ask for an effing this and say effing that? And she just screams at him, and you all go, oh shit, awkward. And he's just move, obviously. He's there with his arms and his legs.
Lying there like,
And the soup falls onto the bed, and she's like, see, look what you made me do. And it's currently now his fault.
And that's very clever as well, because that is the first sign of a narcissist, when they turn around and blame them for someone else. Yeah. They did.
He didn't agree that, like, he felt the swearing was fine. Like, it's like, you can have your opinion, that's absolutely fine. You don't like the swearing, but I think it works in there. And it was this, no, you are wrong. You are wrong. I don't like what you're doing. And now look what you've made me do. I've spilt the soup on the bed, and it's all your fault. And then suddenly the music goes softer. And then she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry about that. And then she tells him she loves him. I love you, Paul. Well, no, I love the way your mind works and the way you think. And
the cringe level at that scene, at that moment. A lot of the time as well with her, it was just like, oh, did she not?
Amazing. Kathy Bates in that is just.
I thought I was kind of hoping as well when I first saw Misery that Kathy Bates's character would turn and sort of let him go at some point, or see the sense in it, But
that would have been really cool, I think. No.
This is why she won the Oscar for it. This was only her second motion picture, and she won the Oscar. So amazing. It just shows what an incredible. And how well she learned her craft, because she was an actress in New York and she'd done a lot of stage work before, and that's kind of where she was picked up. And the first big motion picture she ever did was with Dustin Hoffman and I think Warren Beatty, and it was Dustin Hoffman that basically went, no, this is the person I want, this is who needs to play this part, and kind of picked her up off of that she'd then moved to LA and done plays in LA, and he'd seen her in a play in LA and went, no, this is the person that needs to play this part, and gave her first speaking role. And then her second big film was Misery.
Wow.
Such an amazing role to play as well, because that, like you say, there's not many characters in it. So the ones that are in it have to be really on point, because the whole film is like resting on them and their performance.
And her character absolutely carries that film on their shoulders. It's all because you're worried about Paul and you're invested in what he's doing.
It's what she's up to that is
and it's always in the back of your head. She's not in the building right now, but my God, what is she going to do when she comes back?
What's she up to?
Yeah. Where's she gone? Is he going to be able to do what he's doing and get back to his room?
It's the panic when you get the cutscenes between him not in his room and her in the car driving back and your heart.
Yeah.
And the music, it's the string instruments. It's that.
Yeah.
Come on, quicker, Paul, quicker.
He makes it back to the room, and you just see the penguin. We all knew when we saw the penguin that
the thing is, it doesn't happen then. Like it doesn't happen for quite a long time in the film.
I mean, he's gotten away with it.
Maybe it was just like, it's just showing that he caught it and actually got it back. I'm thinking, I feel it's the wrong way, but you don't know, and then you kind of not forget about it. But I'm sure it's like now 45 minutes, maybe even longer before it comes about that it was noticed, and it's just.
And then she doesn't right away. Yeah, and then right away she doesn't actually reveal that she knows. It's not until like the evening, I think, that she's like, "I know where you've been." It's like, "Oh shit,
I know where you've been," and it's quite far. Like again, I think that we've discussed this. It's all in daylight as well. This is the thing about this horror. There are points at nighttime, which we know, which we'll get onto, but a lot is still it's bright daylight. It's normal day, which I think makes it scarier because it makes you go, "Oh, this could happen." There are people who could actually do this. It's not her waiting at nighttime to come out and scare him. It's just constant at any point during the day. It's not a really dark, you watch those horror movies where you're going, this is getting annoying because I can't actually scare it. It's all too bloody dark and I'm getting pissed off because I can't see anything. You watch it on your iPad, whack the brightness up, see if you can actually see a bit more. Whereas with this one, it's not. It's all very
daytime horror.
Very fresh, very clean. She's always nicely dressed, which very conservative. Everything up here, she's very proper. I think she always has her crucifix on. She always has her old crucifix.
That's the first time for me. As soon as I see that, I'm like, no, don't trust you. Sorry.
You're danger. You need it that way up so you can look at it and go.
Your crucifix upside down, love. Did you know?
Yeah, exactly. Mine's up here. Mine's there. My other one. So I think it's really, really clever. But she drives past Buster and his wife. He missed where the car is. They didn't quite see it. There's just the tantalizing wheel now just sticking out of the snow a little bit. But again, shows the intent and the fact that she's now aware that they might be starting to find out what's going on and all the rest of it. Oh, this is why she was driving to town, was to go and buy Misery's Child, the latest. She had not read what had happened yet, so he was still in her good books at this point until he wasn't. And she comes in waffling about that she's spoken to the top orthopedic surgeon, and the orthopedic surgeon is absolutely fine because she rang them while she was in town, and he's like, "Oh, the phone lines are open." "Oh, not mine. My phone lines are open." But those ones are, and he's saying just keep you there and keep you safe. As long as there's no sign of infection, you're fine.
Yeah, with your Muppet legs, you'll be fine.
With your Muppet legs,
And then the next day brings in breakfast. She's on page 75 and loving the book. It's the perfect thing. She's all very sweetness and like very excited, like a child almost.
Like
she's so excited.
Diego did again. Like the Sistine Chapel, that and Misery's Child are the only two perfect things in the world.
Yeah, she was so excited to get that book. She was like, I walked into the store and there it was, and I slammed it down on the counter and I told him to take my money, and I'm like,
calm down.
Ghost album, anybody? I saw
exactly that. I've seen it in a new color variant and I just came in and I slammed it down. And I saw that there was more cuddlies than
the funny thing is that when we were in Stockholm, Grace said to me, and I picked up Opus on blue, and she went, "Oh, are you a vinyl collector?" And I went, "No, I just didn't have this one. And we're now 6 months out from that trip, and I'm like, yeah, I'm a vinyl
What did I
now.
say to you?
now.
The Halloween costume of a vinyl collector. Could you hold that until I'm paid?
That's
You
awesome.
hold it until payday.
But it's awesome. I mean, you've bought into a very expensive habit. I hope you know that. But at the same time, it's quite cool. I like old school vinyl. I don't have any myself, but I appreciate this.
I've got a couple. I'm not quite Natalie level. I think this might be my most costly thing, but you know, but yeah, I can have it.
Sounds really expensive. God damn.
If you have Ghost, you have everything except money.
Except
But
money.
it's the only way the bands make money is merchandise, and he has nailed it.
A lot of band merch is quite rubbish, to be fair, as well. A lot of band stuff, but Ghost merch is.
And I think because he is such a fan of bands, I think he's seen the crap side of merchandise and gone, I'm going to do well, like most things, you know. I don't want to say I was perfecting it, but you know, I just took it and I, you know, changed some of the harmonies and cleaned it out, and basically I made it better than it was, you know. So I think he's done that with with everything he does. You know, but I think he sees it from the side of a fan. So anyway,
I'm
reading the book. She introduces him to her pig Misery, which we see at the end, Misery as herself. So the pig is actually
my favorite beast in the whole world. My pig Misery.
And she seems so sweet and cheerful. And then she's chattering away to Paul, telling about how her husband left her, and she dove into work to get through it and reading, which is why she got into his books, was after her husband left. Did he leave?
He did leave. He cited mental cruelty as his reason for wanting a divorce.
Yeah.
Wow, that says it all, really, doesn't it?
Yeah. He left because he died.
It's mortal coil, to be honest.
Coil, yeah.
So and then
bad.
it cuts away, and then he's in bed. I think it is evening now. The door flies open. I love the camera angles this film uses because it really, you know, I think it's always coming sort of from his angle where he's lower down and she's stood up, and it gives that really formidable thing. And she comes in, and you can tell she's a little bit angry. And yeah, this is it. We learned that Misery has died.
Oh my god, a fake character in a book died? Now you must die for making
Now you must die. You killed my Misery. The pure rage. She shakes. This is where she hurts him, because she shakes the bed, and obviously where his legs still hurt. This is where you see the first real sort of violence towards him. And she's smashing things and completely, but still using cutesy language. We don't swear at this point. There is still no swearing. It's all very, very cutesy, and you know, you murdered my
She's got morals in the right place, you know. She's got her priorities right, you know.
Don't swear.
Legs, fine. Don't swear.
Make his legs, make him hurt, but don't swear about it. You know, it's like, I thought you were good, Paul. You're not. You're just another dirty birdie. Just another dirty birdie. And it's like, and that's where she tells him she hasn't called anyone. Nobody knows he's there.
And everyone was like, so surprising. Yeah.
Whereas for him, it was that sudden, oh, fuck moment. I think he probably did swear. I don't think he said she was a dirty birdie. And if she dies, he dies. And all this sort of malarkey. And it's just like, oh, God. You are. This is where he starts thinking, I need to get out of this room somehow, even though my arm is fucked and my legs are buggered, and there's like, so the utter realization of his situation. And this is, she then flies out. I think she goes out in a car. She leaves at this point because she's like, I can't be near you. That was it. I can't be near you right now. And she leaves. And he realizes he needs to try and get out of the room, but drags himself. You can feel the pain. I mean, his acting in this is incredible. You really do genuinely believe that he has all these injuries as he's trying to drag himself across the floor and the door's locked. He can't get out. He's stuck in the room. He's locked in, and he can't get back into bed. And so he passes out on the floor.
Yeah, there is a clever thing with that as well, is that you're not really feeling the claustrophobia the whole time because it's so white and it's snowing outside and it's so bright and he's just in a normal house. Really, it's his body that is keeping him a prisoner. Yeah,
like,
exactly.
You know, as you said, big open windows, daylight coming in. She's not like she's got him in a loft room or in the basement, like where there's no windows. It's just the bedroom, and it's all open, but he can't get out. And he passes out there, and then she comes back all sweetness and light. What are you doing down there? You know, helps him back into bed, has a surprise for him. And that's where she mentions being on the witness stand in Denver. Sometimes her thinking gets a little muddy. I think this is the first time you hear it because you don't know about the trials at this point. You don't know what she's talking about, why she was on a witness stand or anything. Well, I didn't know anything to denote it. And you're thinking, why were you on a witness stand? What? What's going on there? And helps him back into bed. And that's where she's like, oh, you must think I'm terrible, getting so angry, da-da-da-da-da. A real shift in that character again, back to the sweetness. I'm sure there's probably some delicate, playful music going on in the background. And so she talked to God.
As they do, as they always do.
And he brought you to me so that I could help you see where, you know, can show you the way. Oof. It's like,
yes, God put me in this car crash. That's right. So he could bring me
you, Annie.
Mm-hmm. Fix the good character in this book that I wrote because God is really invested in this, and not the starving children in Africa. But
no, this character of Misery in the book being killed off. It's pissed God off so much. He's caused an so you've ended up here in his own purgatory, and she makes him burn his manuscript.
And then she's like, oh, biscuits or something.
Did you see the bit though? They must have like cut scenes and quickly put it out because there's a bit that floats up and hits the top of the curtains. There is no way that did not catch fire.
Oh shit! I think I remember. Oh, biscuits! Oh, fiddlesticks!
Oh dear! Oh my god! Oh no! Like a big fire, but because she gets cross with him and she shakes a lot of the lighter fluid all over his
bed. Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, oh no!
Like with the soup, you know, it's that whole. I think initially it was just her shaking, but she's now saying certain words and doing these things, and it's all very
and
subtle manipulation.
Urine as well when he had the
urine too. Yeah.
And he's like looking at her and she's just holding it and shaking. That was after the conversation about her husband leaving and jumping into work and everything. And you're just like, oh, the poor man. That's no one needs that. So he does set fire to it. And it is the only version of the manuscript. Poor bloke.
But what was interesting was before he set fire to it, he was trying anything he could to kind of get out of setting light to it. And he said, you know, it's okay. You know, there's already a copy that's been sent to my publisher. You know, there's X amount of people will have read it by now. And she said, no, you only ever, you know, you're superstitious. You only ever make one copy. You finish it up at the cabin and then you drive it down and there's only ever one copy. So, you know, I know that you're lying to me, basically. And the level of information and knowledge that she has about him.
No normal family has that.
From an interview that she'd heard from 11 years ago or something like that. It was like she was talking about an interview. Yeah, she'd heard or read 11 years ago that he'd spoken about that this was his superstition. Again, this just, when I hear all these things, I start thinking ghost fans. I was like, wow, I read it and he said it in an interview once. He said he did it and this is what we must do forever and evermore.
Yeah.
I think this actually... It brings up a really interesting thought about parasocial relationships and how, especially with the advent of social media and everybody being online and everybody being able to see what people do,
immediately,
how quickly those parasocial relationships can develop and also how quickly they can turn. I mean, Grace, you are unfortunately a prime example of this with, you know, the fandom that we are in. One picture goes around the world so quickly. I mean, how soon was it after you uploaded that picture before you started getting people messaging you and talking about it?
Probably about 4 hours. I got the message from said person asking me a lot of questions, and it was felt a bit Kathy Batesy in a way because it was like, you're this and you're that, and I was like, I don't even know who you are. you know, and you've just all made all these presumptions about me.
I think that's how I met you. Was I came in and went, I'm really sorry that the fandom is doing this to you.
Yeah. It wasn't even the fandom; it was just her and people who believed her. And I got to the point where it's like, you know what, it's got over 1,000 likes, so obviously her opinions aren't that validated by the fan base. For the most part, Ghost fans have been very supportive and very cool.
But it's amazing how people who are like that can get their claws in so deeply and just like really create such a horrible situation. Like they do turn it, they sour it for so much for other people.
Yeah.
And in their head, they see it as they're totally normal, and this is totally normal, and you know.
It was the crossing over for me, because I can deal with online hate. It's fine, it happens. You just block people and move on. But when it started getting into my personal life, like this person turning up at my workplace and contacting my friends and that's when it was like, okay, no, I need to go to the police. So it became quite a serious issue, and it's still ongoing. I'm still making reports.
It's the fact that it's not new. Like this whole film is based on this. I mean, obviously they didn't have much access in 1990 as we do now. Like I actually was chatting to Natalie and another little group of friends that we've got for the latest pictures that have come out of Tobias, and I said I don't like them. They make me feel really uncomfortable because I feel like it's a really personal event he was at, and we should not be seeing those. Like it didn't sit right with me at all. It's different if he's out and about in the middle of Stockholm, or he's in the middle of LA, or he's in the middle of London, and you're outside the shop and you happen to bump into and you have a picture. But this was like at some dining table, and I was like, I came into it, I was like, I need to say something, because I'm like, I don't want to put it online because people will just jump on me and say I'm possibly being two-faced and all the rest of it. But I went, these make me feel really uncomfortable. It feels like I'm sat in someone's kitchen that I shouldn't be there. Like, why am I seeing this? I mean, it's lovely to see. Don't get me wrong. I love like new pictures. Oh, that's great. The one in the antique shop, that makes me laugh. Because
and he was posing for it. He was obviously in agreement that photo could be taken. And I think when I think of it from like our perspective, how would we feel if we were having dinner or something and someone just stuck a camera in our face and then posted it online for people to...
I don't mind that, because obviously he's agreed with friends, and you can hear he's called Tobias or whatever, because I did see them. You can't not see them. As soon as there's a new picture, it's like I actually come off my social media when there's a new picture, because it's everywhere. And I just feel like it's such an intrusion. Like, I love him dearly. He's great. He creates the band that I really enjoy, but there's certain levels of it I'm like, oh, now I just feel a bit uncomfortable, so I kind of come away. But it, like the videos and that, it's like between friends. Like we'd all do like stupid videos around the meal and talking about and having a joke. But it's the fact this poor person who is his friend just shared it on his stories, and it gets found.
I've got pictures of Tobias on my phone that I have not shared online because I don't want that on there. Like I think the internet has enough, and it's we don't remember why he got into Ghost in the first place. He wanted anonymity, so I felt wrong even about sharing a selfie that he agreed to be in, the Gramis one and the one with Siobhan. But sharing things that don't need to be out there, like I just give the guy a break. Just
he's human at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Right. And not have to worry about what he's doing or what he looks like because someone's going to comment on his hair and on how tired he looks or doesn't look. And I'm like, fuck off.
Yeah.
I'm really, really glad that he's got no public social media profiles. Yeah. I'm so happy that he doesn't have that.
He's not missing out.
He's really not.
The amount of, I mean, can you imagine what it would be like if a lot of these fan accounts, everything, I mean, even I do it, will just everything tagged at the band Ghost.
And it's for clout most of the time, I'll be honest. It is for clout. Of course,
personal account.
Can
you imagine what that would be like? I mean, we know that Pet Erickson doesn't have, you can't tag him in anything, and you can't tag Hayden Scott in anything either. But the rest of them, all their stuff is open. I dread to think
how much they get tagged.
Their notifications alive.
Turned off, I would guess.
Yeah. Friends only.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm all for social media. It's how I do my job. But I've had weird troll shit from being a personal trainer. I mean, seriously, I'm a nobody, and I've had weird ass crap come at me. Like I shared a video of doing some exercise and a woman had a go at me because it would hurt her knees. I'm like, well, don't do it then. Like, I didn't tell you had to do it. Well, I've just had surgery. Well, you definitely shouldn't be doing it. Like, I mean, it was just the weirdest interaction. I'm going, I never told you had to do it. This was just something I put on and I explained what it is and that you should listen to your body and it's only do it if you're okay. Oh, no, I was wrong. I was terrible and I shouldn't be sharing these things and I'm going to hurt somebody. I'm like, you just had surgery. Why are you looking at what I'm doing online?
That reminds me of the Ricky Gervais joke when he's talking. Have you seen it? When he's like, it's like someone calling up, seeing an advert for guitar lessons on a tree, calling the number and going, but I don't want guitar lessons. It's like, fucking move on. Why are you outraged? Just move on.
There is the option to scroll past something if you don't like it, but there are so many
that
people
was
out there.
related, wasn't it, Matt? The world's worst ghost tattoo.
Oh yeah,
I had the world's worst ghost tattoo. It's terrible, apparently.
Yeah.
Really awful.
yeah, it's awful,
Really?
terrible.
How
Even
dare
though
you.
I won't go for clout right now.
Oh,
She's frozen. Mama E.
oh no!
Mama E. It's not a
Come
bad
back,
freeze, though.
Mommy.
It's not a
It's a
bad
good
freeze.
freeze, yeah.
Yeah. How dare she look good? When I freeze, it's always like,
Actually, I'm not going to pull a stupid face because the next thing I know is.
I know who's going to get their hands on that. I don't even care at this point. I know I'm pretty. And I know I'm pretty. So fucking.
Oh, I'm just gonna. Oh dear. Oh, her laptop restarted. Oh no!
Oh, no.
no!
Oh, no. This.
She texted me. My laptop restarted. What the fuck?
Oh, shit. Oh, no.
I'll just tell her it's still recording. All good.
I've got a picture of my Temu package sent to me that it has been delivered through my front door, and they took a picture of my dad's feet in the package. I'm like, thank you. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
cute. I love it when they do that.
So cute. Oh, so her laptop restarted. No.
Oh, I like your shirt, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's funny because it was tucked under my arm. I was like, there's ABBA in Black Sabbath. That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like them a bit more
Well,
now.
ghosts are what would happen if ABBA and Black Sabbath had a baby.
Black Abbath. They
That's an
couldn't call
interesting
themselves that.
come into.
Hi.
She went blank.
Oh, man! Mama!
Gone again.
For fuck's sake. There you go. I'm good. Right. I was going to add for clout. Liz Fenning liked my tattoo video, so that person can fuck right off. So, you know, but
There we
apparently
go.
it was the world's worst tattoo. Should we show the world's worst tattoo? I can flick my leg.
Yeah,
in
please.
there it is. The world's worst ghost tattoo you've ever seen.
Yeah.
Based on Dance Macabre. That's why it's
Terrible.
stylized like it is. It's
Terrible.
horrible.
Oh my god, all the shading and detail. Oh, it's
Yeah, it
disgusting.
was really bad lighting, bad colour, apparently. And on TikTok,
Terrible
like,
shading.
didn't I single-handedly bring Ghost down by singing, what did I sing? Square Hammer.
Oh, you sang something and someone put underneath it, you've ruined Ghost with this.
Oh, that's it. Their career is over because you sang Square Hammer.
Again, my dream one day is to sing with Tobias. Being Ghost and be like, but you know, dreams, we'll live there. Anyway, coming back to it, there we go. The fun side of social media. So, you know, I think even then, Stephen King was like, I wonder if he'd dealt with a lot of weird
He did. That's why he wrote the book.
social stuff. There we go.
His worst fear was
This.
Like
Yeah.
yeah.
Was this happening to him?
Had a
Yeah, so he
nightmare.
wrote it down to get it out. He wrote it down to get the fear out, but I think it just induced a whole lot of fears with a whole lot of people.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I just realised what she said when she burnt the manuscript. Heaven to Betsy. I think we should start using that one. Heaven to
Oh,
Betsy.
heavens to Betsy.
Heavens to Betsy. And then, oh yeah, this is where we hear the helicopter. Buster is in the helicopter, and they're looking around, and they see the house, but they don't see the Mustang. Oh, it was a 65 Mustang I've written, Paul's car, so that it circles back and leaves. And Annie makes small talk about shorter winters and the ozone layer. Just random stuff. Gives him the Novril, or whatever I suppose this is a pit painkiller. And at this point, he starts to hide them. This is where, because obviously with all the shit
Mattress.
that's going on, he starts not taking them and he hides them in under the mattress. And then she gets him a wheelchair and his own electric razor so he can look after himself. You know, she's looking after him. It's fine. She's caring for him all these times. Like, he's just so ungrateful.
I know. What a sod.
Bastard, you know.
All with a you know, a very almost sickeningly sweet.
Yes.
Mm.
Oh, look at what I've done for you, Paul. Aren't I amazing, Paul? Don't you just love me?
Yeah. Gonna be married in the morning. And at our wedding, I'll make my famous meatloaf with fresh tomatoes and spam.
Canned spam.
And
Yeah.
this is where he gets more verbally cheeky. Like, he says, if I'd known, you know, if this was going to happen, I would have let it happen sooner. If I knew I was going to get an electric razor, you know, I'd have burned my manuscript sooner. He starts being a little bit more,
Mommy.
yeah, a bit
Mommy.
hitting at her. And she currently takes it in good fun. Don't poke fun at me, Paul. It's all that, isn't it? Don't poke fun at me. It's and then tells him, so and then she tells him he's going to write Misery's Return to make it right, to write a book in her honor, you know, because she, you know, brought him back to life and has nursed him back to health. So she's going to write this book for her because she's so wonderful and has done all these things for him. And that's where he spots the bobby pin on the floor, you know, the close up. But remember, it's important.
So we know that's going to be important.
It's important. We've looked at it closely. It was a bit like when she was offering him the matches to light it. Again, it was always the close up of the offering and from his camera. I think that's really cool. The angles from like him being in bed and looking up and all the rest of it. And then she talks about how she got the typewriter for a good deal because it's missing an N. She got it for $50 because it's missing an N.
Yeah.
And then got him the paper and this. And did I do good, Paul?
It's like, no, you fucked up. This paper's shit. It smudges.
It smudges. Yeah. I think he's actually does it quite nicely. Like, he's not.
It's like, look, I'll prove it to you. Like,
yeah, he proves it, and she gets annoyed with him again. And
what
about how he doesn't appreciate the things she's doing for him. Yeah, but I want you to. I want to leave.
You know, is there anything else I can get for you while I'm in town, Paul?
Some
You're
slippers.
Like,
Right, slippers.
as if he's put himself in the situation, gotten a slave out of it. Yeah, like that's what he did. Yeah, you're right. Bang on the money there, Kathy Bates.
Well, remember, in her mind, it's all his fault because he killed her Misery.
It's all your fault, Grace. It's all your fault. You did this.
I know.
So I think I go around a lot saying, you did this to yourself, darling. It's all your own fault.
All your own fault.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it. I did it to myself.
Sean Connery says, when the bookcase falls down, I can only blame myself.
Yeah.
That joke of the century, that.
But I'm touched.
And the music again in the background showing, because initially I don't think he realizes she's getting angry, but we know she is because the music is telling us she's getting a bit annoyed. She's getting a bit annoyed. And then the camera angles again start showing more appreciation. And then she slams the box of paper on his legs, makes him hurt again. And leaves, gets in the car, goes to town. This is where, again, he shows very good physical acting, trying to get that bobby pin off the floor. Does that really work? Can you really unlock a lock with a bobby pin?
Maybe one of the old locks, but I don't think so. No.
That whole, like, where it goes in there, you're looking at it going, I don't think so. I think it just bend. It would just bend, wouldn't it? Yeah. So that would kind of ruin the whole film. He never got out of the room because the bobby pin didn't work. So we left it there. It's like...
And when he was trying to pick it up off the floor, it was kind of like, yeah, we all know that struggle. We all, especially when it was done, it's like, oh, this is never happening.
It's not happening. I can't reach it. You know, he's going to fall. And then when he does get the door open, the awkwardness of trying to navigate with his legs out straight and trying to get around the door. And obviously he's not used it before, so he's still got the dodgy arm and he's trying to get around the door. And then he finds the front door is locked. He cannot get out. You know, he's stuck in the house.
Quadruple locked, isn't it?
And then he goes across to the phone. that is just that bit where he starts dialing and then he listens it and he lifts it up. There's nothing in it. It's just the carcass.
For sure.
Yeah, the mechanism's gone.
Crazy. That's where he goes, you crazy bitch. I mean, what did did she do that just so she thinks, well, when he gets out, he's going to have hope, and there is no hope.
Yeah.
Just misery, no hope.
Yeah, exactly. The memory lane as well almost like invites people to look at it like, oh, this is a nice little book of memories. Oh my God, what is this?
And then he gets to the kitchen. And we see she's got the paper. That's why she went to town. She got the paper he wanted. Now she's coming back. He knocks over the ornament. This is where he catches the penguin, puts it back. But you just feel it's that close up again. Could be significant, maybe. Then he sees the door in the kitchen, but his wheelchair's not wide enough. The wheelchair's too wide. The doorway's not wide enough for him to get to that back door. Though my brain is going, what does he think he's going to do when he gets out there? Like,
yeah, it's covered in snow as well, like wheels and snow, wheelchair snow.
Even if he dragged himself outside, he's not going to get away. Like, it's just like, he gets the back door, sat in the kitchen, pure fear, music adds the anxiety levels, and then he hears the car coming back. And that's where you hear the stringed instruments. I always think Flight of the Bumblebees. It's that whole thing going on. And you're like,
back into the chair, doesn't he, as well? He's got like a load of things to do and close them. Like,
and then, like you said, those shots between Natalie, the shots between like him trying to do something and get back quickly and her just slowly ambling up to the house. And you're like, what would she have done if she had found him? Like in the kitchen? What would she have killed him then and there?
Oh, she'd have killed him instantly.
Yeah.
Instantly she'd have killed him.
Yeah.
Reckons
I'm almost sure of it.
Oh, but she did like playing the game.
And continued the game. Like, you can't do a lot, just put stronger locks on his bedroom door, so you can't pick it with a bobby pin. But this is also where he steals more of the novel because he found her stash. He gets more of the tablets at this point, which I hadn't noticed the first time around.
But he did at that point. He took the first pack away and then went back and flipped the next pack forward to make it look like there wasn't one missing.
Clever.
And then she comes in and he's back in his room and obviously he hasn't quite shoved it down his tracksuit bottoms and it's showing, and so he clutches himself. He's like, what are you doing? You're dripping in sweat. And that's when he turns it on her. But you left me in pain. I need my pills. Yeah. I need them now.
That was good thinking on the spot by his character, definitely. But it's like, the audience are like,
and he's proper sweating at this point. Just like, oh my God. And then that's where she talks about, you must, tries to placate Paul and helps him back into bed, all loving and light, blows him a kiss from the door. I have faith in you, my darling. It's like, no. And he catches it, and he's like that though. He's like,
my favorite part was when she was outside, and I think he'd just given up with the niceties at this point, and he's just like,
oh yes, that's later on. That's when
he's like, kill me, I don't care.
Don't just sing yet. The one that makes us all do this. That's after that where he just doesn't even bother, and she's like,
oh, you're such a kid.
Like, so then he's like, I think we see the bit. We have a cross to, so she's doing all that saccharine sweet is what I wrote. Saccharine. It's just, and then they find the car. I think he's dead. Like there's actually quite a famous actor doing that part, the little reporting bit, and I can't remember who it is. I need to go and have a look. But it's one who's like appears in lots of movies. Normally plays somebody in gold. That sort of actor. It's one of those where you go, oh, it's them. I didn't then proceed to look it up, so I have no clue. But and they were saying that if he had been found by someone, they would have taken him to the hospital. And you're going, no,
not if they're found by a nutcase, no.
But the deputy looks at the car, and the wife's like, you don't think he's dead? And she said, not, well, he might be, but not the way they're saying, because these marks on the car say someone pulled him out. They wouldn't be there otherwise. Buster's actually got a good brain. We like Buster. Buster's good. He's good at his job. He gets it. And then we have a shot to Paul opening the pills and taking all the powder out and putting it in his little, because she'd given him a notebook to jot his ideas down. So he took a bit of paper to collect all the powder in, and then he's at his. I like this. Sorry, this bit made me laugh. Where he's at the desk, you see him typing that first time, and he's there, and all he's written is fuck, 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 fuck.
Yeah.
Rips that up, throws it away. At least that didn't have an N in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
That's why they went for the N. It was like, well, if we take a C away, it's just fuck. Well, it still says fuck. If we take the U away, or the F. And then he tries to write it. Is it fair? Oh, that was it. This is the whole fairness bit. Is it fair, Annie? No, it's not fair. But then she comes back and she's all excited and loved it. Oh, that's where we got the cock-a-doodie. It's the first bit, and she's like, it's not fair. You've jumped and you've created these things that can't possibly happen. Like, she was buried. You need to start where you ended. You can't just change how you did it. Because I used to watch these things. He didn't get out of the cock-a-doodie car. And can you imagine her standing in front of all these other children? Like, she would have been bullied mercilessly. Like, because they would have been like, what is wrong with you? Like, why are you standing up in the middle of a cinema at these screaming something? Because it wasn't quite the same ending as the one the previous week. They changed it to make it easier to carry on. What was they called? She called them one thing chapters. Well, cliffhangers. I'm not stupid, Paul. It's like, oh Jesus, careful. And that's where you hear the cock-a-doodie car. And she's like, you have to start where it ended. That they didn't hear her. That she wasn't, some blood transfusion or whatever way he'd written it. It wasn't fair. So he makes another attempt, and then she's all sweetness and light and thinks it's amazing, and she does the twirly thing, and she's again, it's just so extreme from that like anger to like sweetness and light. And that's
around like Julie Andrews in the beginning of Sound of Music, kind of like deliriously happy for no reason.
And that's when she puts her Liberace albums on. Do you like Liberace? Can you imagine if he'd gone, no, I can't stand Liberace.
Actually, I don't.
No. He's like, yes. Who do you think was listening in the front of the radio station when they were playing? He's like, just anything. Oh my God, yeah, I love him. And then he invites her to celebrate by having dinner with him. He makes it about her. That she helped bring. Plays into her delusions that you brought misery back. Have dinner with me. Let's celebrate the return of misery. Then you have the humorous phone call with the sheriff about you put benches outside your shop. People are going to sit on them. I'm not coming over for that. It's just
you can see that he doesn't deal with it's also saying like he doesn't deal with big time crime. Like
no, exactly. It's all little low key stuff because someone's complaining that the people are using the benches that they've placed outside their store.
Yeah, the audacity.
How very dare they? Yeah, I'm not coming to deal with that. But he's bought all Paul's books to see if he can figure out. And his wife's like, "How's that going to help you?" It's like, what are you doing? And then you have the meal between Annie and Paul. And she's dressed up in her finery, bless her, which is very, again, up here, down here. But she's done her hair nicely for him.
It's a house on the prairie.
Yes, yeah.
It's like...
It's not even of the 1990s. It's more of the 1970s, the look.
Yeah, it's having like 40-year-old virgin vibes.
Yeah. Exactly. And then he's like, oh, let's make a toast. And then it was like, oh, but do you have any candles? Let's do this properly. So while she's disappeared, he puts all the powder in, and you think, oh wow, yeah, he's gonna do this. And she comes back.
There's also a good bit just when he's pouring the drink for her, and he starts pouring, and he's pouring a bit too much, and you go, oh no, insinuating that he's trying to get her drunk and have his way with her or something. I was just like, wild, wild. No.
Oh yeah, and then. You're right now. I think have your headphones gone? You okay? I'll think because there's no mic in the thing, so she's just sorting out. Hello. One moment, please. One moment later. So we'll come back.
Say anything about Natalie right now. She'd never know until she watches it back.
Say anything.
Anything.
Anything. We love you, Natalie.
We love
Switch
you.
America.
The best potato mama that ever mama the potato.
One moment, please.
Oh, I get fireworks.
You can do that one as well, and you'll get like confetti, I think.
Ooh. Where did potato mama go?
I don't know. Well, we're good. So she's gone to get candles. The powder is in there. You know, that don't get me drunk. It's all very nice. Oh, that's where we heard about how do you make such wonderful meatloaf, you know, fresh tomatoes and bam. And then, we are still moving. Sorry, I thought it all frozen then. You know, you're going, oh no. And then so she comes back in.
Oh, good.
The candle's there. Good. You better be here, you know. And then he does such a lovely toast, like, you know, return of misery and for Annie Wilkes, who brought her back to life, doing all this. And then she manages to knock the candle and then throw her wine glass, and then the wine's gone, and his face just says it all.
I saved up for weeks for that. That was my moment.
She's like, I just pour myself some, and her toast is to misery, and he is not thinking the character, he's thinking literal
misery.
You know, I think it's a very well written and well played out part of the film where you're just like, oh shit.
Yeah. Do you think she did it deliberately? Do you think she knew? Because a part of me was thinking, did she?
I think she knew. I think she knew.
Just in case, maybe. Maybe he just had a little bit of a suspicion that maybe he put something.
Or maybe she went and counted her novril. You know, maybe like the penguin, she knew at this point that some were missing. Because I think it just seems a little bit coincidental that it, you know, the whole glass of wine, or she knocks the candle but then throws her wine. Like it.
Yeah, doesn't make a lot of sense.
And you just think, oh. And then we have the montage bit of him writing to Tchaikovsky's Piano Concerto No. 1. Actually, I think in the credits it says it was performed by Liberace.
Yes.
Oh. Makes sense.
So there's a lot of Liberace through it. Apart from like 2 songs, Liberace performed all the songs in it. Yeah.
Apart from the opener and one more, it was all.
Yeah,
it was
the
all
love connection. The love connection.
Oh God.
all Liberace.
It's all Liberace.
So much worse.
Yeah, that montage of Paul writing the numbers, the chapter numbers going up. You know, of him typing away, Annie writing. Reading what's written, Buster reading the misery books, the published ones, showing the passage times with the chapter numbers increasing, but also Paul using the typewriter to strengthen himself, you know, because it's a hefty old typewriter, quite a heavy one, and then it comes to the point where it's raining and Annie is sad.
I'm always sad when it rains. Gives me the blues.
And with the tablets at him, and you've got this whole bit, you know, that she loves him, and you know she loved the writer, and now she knows it's more not to say that he loves her back because it's not true, and it's all very, you know, the rain's pouring outside, she's in her dressing gown, it's all very drab, and you'll never know that this. I thought was quite made me think this quote. You'll never know the fear of losing someone like you when you're someone like me. Like, you know, it almost, this point, like, just at this point, just a tiny bit of empathy, you feel a little bit of pity or sorrow for her. But then it continues, you know. But almost, you know, you feel a real sadness for her. He asks why'd she lose him, and she's like, the book's coming to an end, you're healing, you're going to want to leave. I'm
sure. No, I'll stay with my broken life.
Why would I leave? I quite like it. And she's like, you know that's not entirely true. And then she produces a gun from her pocket, and you go, fuck.
Oh, right.
Here we go.
For her being an earnest person.
So you said at the beginning, like, you hoped she was a reformed character and that she was going to, like, bring it back round and, you know, when you've done this, I'll let you go. And then it was just, it's the whole, I have this gun. Sometimes I think about using it. I better go now.
Maybe I'll put bullets in it.
I might put bullets in it.
Yeah,
Chekhov's gun.
we know that's going to come back around at some point because, again, the close-up on it, Chekhov's gun.
Chekhov's gun. It's just like showing again how volatile and unstable she actually is. You know, you go from thinking, oh God, the poor woman, she really is just sad and she's just these things and like she cares for him, and that is still just that cry. You'll never know the fear of losing someone like you when you're someone like me. And then the ominous music, rain, thunder, and she goes out in a car in her dressing gown. Obviously to buy some bullets, I presume, at that time of night. I'm not quite sure. I'm not sure when she went, to be honest.
She went to her thinking place. It's not in the film, it's in the book, I believe, that she says she goes to a thinking place. And sometimes she doesn't do anything except sit there and scream.
Oh,
fair enough.
As you do.
I could probably do those places, to be honest. That's
sometimes I could do one of them as well.
Yeah.
Just,
do you think
we're all coming together, we're just going into the woods and going to scream.
The pig has to put up with her? I think the real victim in this is the pig, because the pig has to put up with her its whole life.
Yeah.
You know? He only had a little time there, but the poor pig.
Whilst he gets out of his room again and he gets the kitchen knife, and that's what he brings back. This is the point also where we come to Buster, very quick, short scene where he's reading it and he jots down the quote, "There is a justice higher than that of man. I will be judged by him." Because his wife's like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "Oh, Misery's just been taken to court." I think he's getting quite drawn in by the books, but like he's trying to think, and so he's jotted that quote down. And then it's Paul returns to his room, and that's where he looks at her memory lane book and sees she's some sort of angel of death. And lots of newspaper cuttings. Seems a lot of people die around Nurse Annie.
Yeah.
Have you noticed though that she's got a lot of her murderous escapades are pasted into this book along with very seemingly innocent things, like celebrations in her life, like when it says that she it's her marriage notice is in there, and then it's X amount of people are dead, and then it's that she got this big promotion, and then it's the court case. And all of this sort of, and it's almost as if these are very regular, almost celebratory experiences for her.
And she sees them the same.
And she can see there's no difference between them. Yeah.
She doesn't understand that actually this death is really wrong. This is something to celebrate. No.
I also love the way the film slowly shows you what she's capable of, bit by bit. It's like, okay, so she's capable of losing her temper, then she's capable of breaking his legs. She's capable of getting a gun out. She's done this before. Memory lane shows that this, she's capable of killing people. So it's just gradually the audience is just seeing just how bad she is.
And she looks
not just people, but people who are helpless.
Babies,
the elderly and babies.
Because she doesn't murder someone on the same level as herself. They're all people that cannot fend for themselves. That's what. But she looks so normal.
Yeah.
And this is the thing, it's a bit like anything with mental health. Everyone's like, well, you don't look that way. Well, it hasn't got to look. That's the thing. There is
inside no your head. You can't, unless you can scan my brain like a CAT scanner. You're
not gonna know. So I think it's after this one. So he puts the knife under he's practicing. He hides it in his sling and he keeps practicing with it, doesn't he? Like where she's coming back. And then she doesn't come back. And then when she does come in, she hovers outside his room and then goes straight upstairs. So he hides it back under his mattress and tries to go to... I think he mutters something, but I don't think I wrote down what he said. It was like, "Oh, good night, Annie," or "good night," something. And then he goes to sleep. And this is one of the few jump scares in the movie, because the movie doesn't really have jump scares, is he wakes up and his eyes widen because she stood right there. Right there. And she waits for him to wake up before she injects him. She could have just injected him in his sleep.
She wanted him to know it was her. Feel the pain, be terrified. Yeah.
Clap of thunder and lightning. She injects him, knocking him out. Wakes up to find himself tied up and in the bed. And it's like, knows he's been out. The figure. And this is where she mentions that she noticed the figurine that she knew he'd been out of his room. and what this, and he's trying to find the knife, and she's like, "You looking for this?" And I know you've seen my scrapbook, and you know it might make you think I'm a bit, you know, think these things about me, but it's okay, Paul. It's okay. Like, she's trying to calm him down. It's the weirdest thing, because she's like saying all these things and it's proper scary and the light's weird and there's the music playing, but it's okay, Paul. It's all very calm. And you just need more time here to accept being here. You just need more time. It's all very understandable, very acceptable. It's all going to be fine. You know, I've got this idea. And it talks about, what was it? The diamond mines or some mines from way back. Like, if people they didn't kill them. I still like that one, because it'd be like junking your Mercedes or your Jag or your Mercedes because it's got a dodgy spring. You know, you wouldn't do that. Have you heard of hobbling?
I have now.
She produces like she puts the block of wood between his legs, and you just think,
you kind of put the pieces together, even if you don't know what hobbling is. You're like, well, it sounds awful, and I see
just moving my ankles at that point, because I'm like,
and wasn't he like just on the mend at this point as well? Like,
yeah, his legs were looking more normal, not like they had gangrene anymore.
Not like Muppet legs anymore. They were looking like regular human legs.
And she produced a sledgehammer and a block of wood, and it's just
I can't watch it to this day. I've never seen it.
I've actually just turned my stomach.
I watch it from the corner, because you only actually see her do one. You only hear the second one. You don't see it. But the first one, you do. It's a very quick scene, but it goes the wrong way.
You can see his ankle just go, and you're like, oh.
Natalie and I don't know if you can, you can, because you know that scene, you're going to have the same reaction anyway. But Natalie and I did like record what we looked like when we watched that scene. And like you said, you turn away, because you cannot, it's just so horrific and so painful. And the poor man is going, Annie, you don't need to do what you're about to do.
You don't need to do this. You don't need to do this.
The end is like, God, I love you. And it's like, what the
and she smiles. First, she smashes the first one, and then she smiles, and she's like, "It's okay, like it will be all right." And then
it'll all be over soon. And then she cracks the other one, and you're like, "Ugh."
And she goes, "God, I love you," and it's almost orgasmic. Her face looks like it's almost sexual for her. No, literally, it's like that the whole time. I'm like that. Natalie's like that.
I'm watching it like this.
The way I watch it is like this.
You were watching your pals, weren't you, Natalie? You were watching
like this, half of it going.
I just watch it with my eyes closed. It's really great. I'm just like, No,
this is fine. This is fine.
It's all fine. It'll all be fine in a minute. God, I love you all.
I'm drinking coffee. I'm not watching this.
And it's just, that's after that bit where he's totally resigned. He's no longer. So Buster then sees that's after that. He's obviously unconscious because the extreme amount of excruciating pain he's now in. And he sees the quote from Misery under the trial headings. He's gone to the library. That shows you the era. Not looking it up on Tinterweb. He's gone to the library to look at old newspaper clippings, and that quote of, there is no higher judge, blah, 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 underneath her trial image. And at this point, she then comes back from that and pulls in the wheelchair again. His ankle's all bandaged. Annie returning from town. Hi, Pumpkin! And that's where he does the whole turn, and he's just like that.
Yeah.
Middle finger.
Broken my legs. He can't do it.
He's such a kidder. He's such a kidder talking to the poor pig. Such a kidder. Buster goes to the store and asks about Paul Sheldon books, and that's where you say, about, and he talks to the shopkeepers like, oh yeah, she's in here. As soon as they're in, I have to hold her a copy, and buy it. And he rushes out. He's quite excited. Goes to Annie's, and you think, don't go on your own. Don't go on your own. Why are you going on your own? Why are you going to Annie's by yourself? Have you told anyone? You haven't told anyone. Have you, Buster? What are you doing? What are you doing? But obviously, he doesn't know the level of her crazy at this point. He just thinks it's, a little lady who lives on her own in the middle of bloody nowhere. and his like car driving up, and and Paul sees the car coming, can hear and see the car coming, gets excited. She's straight in, injected, he's out cold, dragged and shoved into the basement, like so quick. Like she's heard it, gone. And you're just like, oh God.
Yeah.
And while telling him, you know, I cook your meals, I wash you, I clean you. When are we gonna develop this level of trust?
Trust as she is throwing him down the basement stairs.
Drugged.
Smashing his ankles.
What they're missing is trust. She makes a good point. She makes a good point. He doesn't trust her, and I think that's why it's a problematic relationship. Yeah.
I think that's why it's not working. I think that's the support, like, and non-trust element. That's the main problem.
Not trust someone with a gun, you know. But what do I know?
And as we will soon discover, not her only firearm.
No, not her only firearm. That is very true. And so the music is all playing again, hits a crescendo and stops as soon as she opens the door to Buster. Like the music just stopped. It's really
It was like that. I've had to knock on the door.
Well, I haven't even knocked yet. So, I think that's first telling a red flag.
Yeah.
Because she goes all flustered, and he was like, I didn't even knock.
Yeah.
And then like, what do you know about Paul Sheldon? And she goes on about complete like data. She's like, the year he was born.
He was born so and so to such and such, and he went to school at so and so, and he's like, no, more about like.
So I did giggle that Natalie, he's meant to be 45.
Yeah, okay. Pull the other one, love. It's got bells on.
Go and look. He was actually 50, but he's like only 5 years old. There's only 8 years between them. She looks so much younger. Like she's got such a baby face.
Yeah.
Young look. But anyway, so he's 40, and Buster's asked if she knows about Paul Sheldon. Tells Buster that God told her to be Paul's replacement, to write for him because of that terrible accent, and you know, to write in his place, to write like Paul Sheldon. She's so proud of her altar to Paul and the books and the signed picture of.
Oh, I'm so proud of my Paul Sheldon collection. And when I saw that, I sort of sat there and went,
oh dear. I'm so proud of my ghost collection. Don't pull it. Not like that.
I'm so proud of my ghost collection.
No.
I'll
shut my hand. Oh shit.
I'm so proud of my ghost collection, Tobias.
I do could see anyone with concerns.
We're gonna get. Can you not? I'm gonna get emails and phone calls if they watch this. They have spies everywhere. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh man. It's like, well, don't sell so much merch, guys.
Yeah. Don't sell so many things that I can buy and have here at all times.
Do you have to bring out every album on 12 different colours of vinyl?
Yeah. It's your cock-a-doodle fault, okay, Tobias?
Yeah.
The cock-a-doodle fault. I don't know what you mean about having lots of merch. I don't understand.
That's a nice jacket you got there.
I don't know. Isn't it lovely? It's a really nice tailor.
Yeah. Was it?
Yeah, Tom, someone. Those are fantastic earrings, Geraldine. Fantastic.
Oh.
Really nice backdrop you've got there too.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so
the wallpaper, was
it? Oh dear. No.
I don't go shirts, no.
We're okay.
Like Sabbath, I'm well balanced, normal, regular person.
God has not told us to do anything. We're okay. God hasn't told us to do anything. We're all right.
Satan, however.
Guilty.
He, on the other hand, says, listen to music and enjoy yourself. But the bit that gets me, there's that comic bit. So Buster goes in their house, and there's the comic bit where they keep leaning out of the room.
Oh, yeah.
Making cocoa. What do we think's in that cocoa?
Nothing good.
No. Do you sure you don't want it, mate? He's like, no, I'm good. I should be on my way. But the fact he goes upstairs, you know, we go, oh, she heard you on that staircase. You were so loud, mate. That was like,
And this is when I texted you. I texted you and I went, "That sheriff's done for if he continues snooping."
yeah. And all I thought was, you have no idea. There's the one thing I don't think is necessary in that movie.
Yeah, they could have left it out. They could have had him leave or something.
Or they could have put all names. Like, Maimed is fine. Maimed, like, you know, not great, but he could have just been. But he's just so sweet. And she, like, you know, you go, oh, no, there's no coming back from that.
No, there was a hole in him.
Well,
She shot a hole through him.
That's way worse than muffin legs.
He didn't leave. He left. It's Paul's fault. It's Paul's fault because he makes a noise and he comes back. Because he'd left, he's in his coat, he's on his way to the car. You think, oh, it's going to be okay. And then Paul slightly wakes up, makes a big clatter. He comes in caring for Annie. Annie, are you okay? I'm down here.
I was just about to say that.
I'm down here. And the hidden door, because it's wallpapered the same as the thing.
You saw him silhouetted in that doorway and you just knew, no. There's no logical reason we would be looking at it from this angle for this long. Something bad's going to happen.
And then it was just, and you're like, that's the bit that just made me go, oh, I don't like this film anymore.
I don't want to watch this anymore.
Don't look anymore. All I can think is like, poor Virginia, you don't see anymore like how it affects the town. Like, you could have had a second book, Virginia's Revenge, you know, she could have gone on a she could have gone nut crazy because Buster just got like completely eviscerated.
Buster got busted.
Buster got busted big time. And that's when she starts walking down to Paul and it's like, we're going to have this tandem unaliving of, you know, it's going to be okay and I love you.
You'll be fine.
He says it back. And she believes him.
Yeah.
Which is a bit strange. After everything that's gone on, he's like, but I've learned I love you too. Maybe it's Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah. Yeah,
you know, she
affected him.
He's finally appreciating what I do for him.
Yeah.
And so they should be together, and yes, they can end their lives. Needs to finish the book properly. He needs to finish the book properly for her, and then he agrees, and so that so that they can go out on a high. So she gets the wheelchair. Though she just leaves it at the top of the stairs for him. I'm like, did he just have to drag himself up to it? What was that? Like, you don't see.
And it's just you're like, I'll make dinner. Like, great. I'll fix you something to eat. I think she says. It's like, okay.
Yeah. It's so weird. Like, but that's the way it is, I think, with that sort of level of psychosis, of that delusion. It is that flip and change from, hey, I'm about to kill you, to, oh, I'll put some food on.
Yeah.
Like,
and that's what makes it so frightening and unpredictable as well, with the whole, from start to finish. It's just like, I don't know what he's going to do next.
Yeah.
Right. And then he tells Paul it's okay, has 2 bullets for the gun. She loves him. He says it back, he gets the wheelchair, he grabs the lighter fluid at that point. He'd seen it on the floor, and you think, okay, so he's hidden it. Those tracksuit bottoms are arranged, for hiding things. Marvelous bobby pins. I was like, really? You put the bobby pin in the tracksuit bottoms? Isn't that just going to disappear? Like,
exactly.
Yeah.
What's that bobby pin now?
Exactly.
But and then tells her he needs 3 things when he finishes, and she pretends she doesn't know, and he's like, but you don't know, and then she proceeds to explain she knows exactly. Dom Perignon,
she calls it.
Yeah,
Dom Perignon.
Yeah. And he's like, yeah, Dom Perignon.
Yeah.
You can see he wants to say something, but
he's like, no.
That's what he's learning. Just be like, because then she comes out with everything. It's almost done. Get the champagne. Did I do good, Paul? And he's like, yeah, perfect, except. And you think, what's he doing? Why
are you angering the beast?
What are you doing? Well, you can see her face start to go, and you think,
oh,
and he's
God,
like,
she's going to kill him.
This time we need 2 glasses. That's just. Woo! It's like that one line. You're going, what are you doing? What do you mean, accept? Why would you do it? Don't say accept.
She's going to muppify your legs again. Don't do it.
But while she's gone, he covers the manuscript in lighter fluid, sets light to this piece of paper. And when she comes in, she's there. And then she's like, what are you doing? And he's like, and he's like, well, this is what you want to know. This is everything that you are after, and I'm gonna set fire to it. And it showed in the beginning that he can light a match with his thumbnail.
That is not possible. It's not possible. I'm telling you, I've tried it so many times. Nonsense. Doesn't work.
He only had an emery board on his thumb. Just to get it going.
I mean, he can open locks with a bobby pin, and he can light a match.
So many little things that you go, we'll just take it. It's a film, poetic license and all that. Okay, CPR. He would have just been dead. No help was coming. So it's actually all a dream, didn't it? It's all in her head.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, what we don't realise is she is actually in a psychiatric unit, and this was all just a dream.
Or flashbacks.
Or flashbacks. It says all the things she wants are written here and sits far to it. Well, she tries to put it, not my misery. It's like, and she's trying to, and then as she bends down to thwack out all the flames, he thwacks her with the typewriter and is like, well, I learned from the best. He's like, you taught me to do this. You set fire to the other one. I'm setting fire to this. And that's when she swears for the first time.
Oh,
and only time. Yeah, she finally swears, you lying cocksucker.
Oh,
she
yeah.
really goes for him, but shoots him in the shoulder. He didn't get, he only got a shot to the shoulder. So that's where all the blood comes from when they're scrabbling around. That my brain goes, how do you choreograph that fight? So not only to take into fact that he's doing all these fight moves and scrabbling with he's got to remember his ankles don't work. He's just been shot in the shoulder. That's a lot of acting going on there. That's
in a tight space as well, with a lot of furniture in it. So
and they've been physically exhausted after this movie. Not just mentally, the whole thing must have been quite hard. But so they're all scrabbling around and it's fighting, drags himself to the hallway where he's trying to get the doorstop, which I noticed is a pig. And the pig's called Misery. So it's the doorstop, trying to get the pig, everything has a symbolism. But before that, she'd fallen and hit her head on the typewriter and gone down. And then my brain went, oh, she's a bad guy. Dan, no, don't leave her. She'll come back. They always come back.
Yeah.
They always come back.
Every single horror film. One thwack, that'll do. No, babe. It's Jason.
She's always double tap.
Yeah. She'll come back. Don't just hit her again. Just hit her again, please. She looks unconscious, but no. And so that's when he's crawling out to the hallway, and she does. She reappears. You go, told you. See, I knew that was going to happen. I knew it. I told you. And that's when he gets the pig and slams it.
And there's that slow-mo.
I've written on my notes, ding dong, the witch is dead.
Hey. Finally.
But at the same time, my brain is going, is she though? Is she properly dead? Is she dead? Is she?
Just burn her 20 times, and then burn the ashes.
But it's quite funny because it stops there. They totally don't show his rescue. They don't say how he's then found because there's no phone. The only thing I can think of is they will come and look for Buster, and I'm hoping he did tell his wife where he was going. So if only she'd come with him, that bit of it could have been saved. I do not like that bit.
I don't like it. Have you noticed any films that kind of remind you of Misery? Because for me, Run did with Sarah Paulson. Have you seen that?
Oh, I've not seen that yet.
There were elements of Misery in that. She's basically I won't spoil it too much, but her daughter's disabled, and then you find out that she's kind of the reason why she's disabled.
Oh, she's Munchausen by proxy.
Oh.
I love the by proxy movie.
Yeah, it's a very good film. I think it's on Netflix.
It is. I've just given it a goog.
Yeah. Oh, good. Send me the link. Yeah. So it really cuts straight back to he's now healed. He's walking into a restaurant with his stick. So it's obviously quite some time on. He's published another book, and he's sat with his literary, that he's created this new book, and And then she was like, do you think you could write about what happened to you? Oh, sounds like you're trying to take what I went through and my trauma to make a quick buck.
Stephen King.
I thought you were over it by now. What do you mean?
Sorry, what?
I'm sorry, what? I thought you were over it by now. It's like, you don't get over that. You don't, no. He's like, I don't think I'll ever be over it. And he's looking over there, and you've got this person coming out with the trolley with the knife, and obviously he sees her, he sees Annie. Obviously still very fucking haunted, because you would be for the rest of your life. And then that server comes up and says it in that really creepy way.
Kathy way.
Yeah.
Excuse me, are you Paul Sheldon?
I'm your number one fan.
I'm your number one fan.
Yeah.
And he just says, that's very sweet.
Yeah, he's really
Brilliant.
And then the song is I'll Be Seeing You.
Yeah. Sung by Liberace.
Sung by Liberace. And it was just,
Wow.
just like, yeah, it's powerful. It's a powerful. The fact he survives, there's only one death in it. Buster.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I just realised that.
Not necessary.
Oh no, there's two deaths. She died.
That's the other one.
She died, yeah, two. Technically two.
Yeah, wow. I'm not worried about hers.
No, hers doesn't count. It was coming. She had it coming. But
Did you
Buster
get
didn't have it coming. Buster was
Yeah.
a good dude.
Buster
was a good egg.
And she was not, you would not want her alive. Like, even her in prison would not be enough. You would never sleep again. It makes me like, I watched those, the Netflix shows, I Am a Killer and I Am a Stalker. I can watch I Am a Killer. Sounds awful. I can watch that one. Because like these people are no longer, but I Am a Stalker, I can't, because those people are still around, and it just, like, you know. So killing her off was like in that for Paul, but it's such a clever film. Like I hate saying I like it because that sounds really, or I enjoyed it because that feels very wrong. I appreciate it greatly.
I appreciate it. Yeah, it's one
Very
of the
clever film.
Yeah, it's so simple and yet so complex, and makes you think about things that you wouldn't ordinarily think about, like, you know, fans and their relationships that can get a bit unhealthy with people they admire, and
they don't really know. You don't know them.
Of course,
you don't know the people
of them, but you don't know them, and I think that's where people start blurring the lines if they now know this person because they've seen a couple of interviews, or they've listened to a couple of things, or they've seen a couple of things. Like, yeah, but it's all very edited highlights. That's you're not fully going to know anybody. And what potentially, I mean, not that it's an excuse, but what did she go through? How did she grow up? Is there that there were certain things and elements there from her childhood, because there was the whole thing about fairness and how she saw the world, that, you know, you don't want to put it on because obviously I'm neurodivergent, but was there a level of like neurodivergency there that, because then she got bullied and then she went into these other relationships and people were not nice to her, that she then built up a coping mechanism, which was just, let's kill the defenseless. It's like,
and also living in the middle of nowhere as well kind of makes people silly. I think that isolation.
Absolutely. Says, like, oh, it must be lonely out here. But like my mama said, if you can't enjoy your own company, you know, how can other people enjoy your company?
I think so. A little bit too much of your own company.
Yeah, sometimes don't spend so much time in your own company, maybe, you know.
Yeah.
Listening to Liberace and, you know, putting
novels. Hang on a minute.
What ghost songs came to mind? What ghost songs come to mind when you think of like Misery? I have a couple actually.
That's a good question.
I Bible, weirdly, because of the end part. You know, I'm not glad what I made type territory.
I think if you have ghosts,
hanging around got stuck in my head while I was thinking about it.
That's quite a good one. I see no evil. Oh.
There's a song called Liberace.
I see no evil. The other two were like Death Knell and Witch Image, like just in my head.
Mine is If You Have Ghosts, because it's kind of like if you have me, you have everything.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's good. And she doesn't want her fangs too long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The moon to the left of me, but part of me is real. And that, it's me.
Kind of that conflict, kind of inner conflict.
Yeah.
Oh, I quite like that. That would be her song. That's how she would see the world, isn't it? If you have me, you have everything. You don't need to. You should appreciate me. How very dare that you do not appreciate everything I do for you.
Exactly.
Can't imagine thinking like that.
Scary thought.
Like,
I would not want to be on the receiving end of a stalker.
Yeah, it's not fun. It's not fun. And also,
I was going to say, and I'm so sorry that you've had to. That's something that you've had to experience, and that it's affected you that way. And
yeah,
you know where we are. Should you need us?
I know. I've got
should you need us?
I've got. Honestly, I don't know what I would do. I was talking to one of my other ghosty friends about Ghost and why some people in the fandom seem to be like this and adopt this mentality. And after a long philosophical discussion, we came to the conclusion that basically there are people who are artsy and creative who are into Ghost because it's just like a world of creativity and possibility.
It's almost like he gives permission to go into that and do it.
And then there's people who are deluded and have delusional ideas, and they go into that world as if it's real, and it entertains those two kinds of people. So unfortunately, I think in this fandom we do get people who are also a bit unhinged.
Just like you said, Papa says that it's okay. I always have that one. Mama said that it was okay. It's like I always have Papa said that it was okay. Papa said it's quite all right. I really see that. Yeah, that is a very good philosophical conversation had there, because I do see so much creativity in the fandom, phenomenal. People who do their cosplays, who do the Baron Levy's about to release something from the other side of sort of Sister Imperator's idea on Future is a Foreign Land, and I can't wait to see what they come up with, because it's going to be phenomenal. And then Paint a Pair of Eyes, the stuff they come up with is fun and silly, and it was because Papa said it's okay to do these stupid things, we've got a man in a tracksuit with dress shoes on, I've got my t-shirt now. It's and then there's part of me that when I buy all this stuff, I'm like, am I being stupid doing this? I'm like, but he does it for a living and gets paid. I'm just doing it because it's fun.
He has a hobby. It's fine.
Entertainment.
I have a healthy hobby. Don't look at my bank account. But I have a healthy hobby.
I have a healthy hobby. I just don't have a healthy financial. Don't worry, it'll be fine.
Healthy hobby.
Alcoholics Anonymous and being like, so my addiction is a little weird.
My money might well just be wiped straight to Tobias's. What was that? Sorry.
Listen, I mean, it could be worse. I keep telling myself every time I either buy new Ghost merch or I buy myself a new paperback book, it could be worse. It could be crack.
It could be. It could be. Papa's crack.
It could be. Or it could be.
I had to go there.
If that was on sale, I think we'd all buy it. He put other parts of his anatomy on sale, so
You never know. Oh, that box! I know what that is. You're nothing.
I'm not opening it this time because it attacked my laptop last time and muted me.
It fell out and just went.
That's annoying. It was a proper funk.
Oh dear.
So he could make Papa's crack. He's done other parts of the anatomy. Why not?
I didn't know it was sort of like in the form of a Bible. The box.
There was one particular. There's one particular one of the crucifixes that I wanted, and it's the copia one with the blue beads.
Oh yeah.
And I keep looking at it and looking at it and looking at it, and I'm like, 20 quid on the website.
Beads.
Somebody had it on Vinted this morning for £11, and
I'm a bad influence. Shall I buy it? I went, oh, it's so pretty. That's all I said. It's so shiny.
I purchased it. Thanks, bad influence.
That's what we're here for. Well, I was like,
is that arriving soon?
I hope so.
Yeah, Friday the 13th.
It won't take long.
You know, there's another film I need to watch, Friday the 13th. But on the Friday the 13th drop, I was fine. T-shirt.
T-shirt.
Ah, bollocks, Secondo.
There's a plushie. Buy now.
I'm scuppered when there's a plushie. And then I did hold off, and then I couldn't resist anymore. And obviously got the baby. He turned up. He came on my birthday. He turned up on the 21st of September. So the baby.
Oh, birthday baby born.
This is Lytton potatoes.
Baby potatoes.
This is tiny tot.
Is that what they actually like sold as? Because are they from the website?
Yeah, they're apparently they're bag charms.
I thought they were the same size as old potato. No. Oh no! How about it's? Oh, okay. Got big potato, bag charm potato. Got you. Okay, cool. He's so cute. Yeah. They're the most cute things in the world. But
it's so great and wonderful. How many of these are going to be in the next rituals? There's going to be so many plushies at the rituals.
Apparently, he was presented it at first, and he said, "That's awful. Let's use it."
I think he's one of the characters. What the fuck is that?
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
What the fuck is that? But I think I listened to the interview. He's like, you get someone going, yeah, it's a plushie. Do you know what that is? Yes, I have children. Yes, I know what a plushie is. Hey, this is the design. Oh, that's very nice. It goes 4 months goes past, and then when they present you with this thing, I personally think this could be wrong, right? Look at this one's face. No offense to this one's face. Whose face is a little bit more thought out? Because this one has 2 white eyes.
He does. Oh,
instead of the white and the dark eye.
Oh, they just hashed that up. They were like, "This will do.
That'll do." And he was like,
"But they are so beautiful.
They are.
We love them."
It kind of reminds me of a dog that's kind of ugly, but the uglier it is, the cuter it is, like a pug.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what someone said about the Secondo one. It's so freaking ugly. It's wonderful.
Wait until the bootlegs start coming out on Temu and.
Oh God! I see you've got the Temu necklace, actually, Natalie. The one, yeah.
I do.
Because the one on the website is freaking massive, and I'm like, I can't walk down the street with that. It's
huge. I think this was the Temu one or Amazon. I can't remember.
But I've got all the knockoffs back there as well. I don't know whether you can see them, but I've got all the knockoff plushies.
Love a good knockoff. The cursed ones. The
cursed ones, yeah.
They're wonderful. And then these are Alchemy England. These are the ones that propagate. I know. They're quite reasonable. But yes, the knockoff plushies, I was like, oh, for God's sake, really? Shit. That's it, purchased. So that should be coming. Oh, and the rubber ducks.
Oh, yeah, the rubber ducks.
The rubber duckies, the papa ducks.
It's the papa duck. I sent a link of that to the very well-known tailor. And he was like, that's wonderful. He goes, that's awful. It's wonderful. When they've even put the little skull cufflinks on it, and the fuck you is on it.
Duck you.
Duck you. Does it?
It says duck you.
Well, now I have to buy it. No.
They're sold out everywhere at the minute. Like literally.
I know. I'm waiting for them to come back in as well, because obviously
I don't think they realised they would get. They sold so fast.
So fast.
It was ridiculous. But it looks so good. So hopefully they'll read it. Well, that's a bit of a swing. So what did you talk about? Misery and ducks.
Duck you.
Yeah, duck you.
And duck you. I said, what does go with you? What's your favourite bit? I love this satanic band. What's your favourite? My plushies and my rubber ducks.
My plushies and my rubber ducks.
Don't say ghosters and metal, okay? They are very metal. Do you like my duck?
Yeah, I like my duck.
What do you mean it's a metal band that has soft toys?
It's so true. I don't think you could get more metal than the fact you got cuddly toys.
Exactly.
Metallica just aren't metal enough.
Yeah. Even a little James Hetfield cuddly toy. It would just be so cute.
Well, Iron Maiden have Eddie.
I love
Eddie. Got Eddie, yeah.
I've always loved Eddie.
I've always loved Eddie.
He's not
I've
as
always-
ridiculous as the potatoes, but
No.
he's still great.
No.
Have you seen the Great Frog? I shouldn't tell you guys about this if you don't know. The Great Frog? Oh no, I'm not telling you because your bank balances are gonna go.
The Great Frog.
They have Tobias's signature ghost rings, the Goulet ring.
Yes.
About £300-400 a pop. So please don't spend your money. But they also have Eddie rings. They have the official Iron Maiden ones as well. And they look
Yeah, and the other day, actually, Jamie put the picture on. I went, I'm coming with you when you go there because I'd been looking at the rings. I love the Goulet ring. And I have ones that fit my fingers because my fingers are stupid and really, really freaking small. So, like, maybe I'll be like, discount. Can I get 2 rings for the price of 1? Because, like, seriously.
I've got fat hands, so I'm sure they'd be fine for me.
You remember the guy in Friends, the one who was crying all the time? I have such fat hands.
This is what I have to put up with. Look at it. It's stupid.
Oh, babies. I've got little hands as well. I've got
They're
tiny
really
hands.
long fingers. Like, what is this? Like,
You've got
seriously.
chef hands. You've got chef
Yeah.
hands, Grace.
They don't get in the way of the knife. There's nothing to chop off. There's
Yeah,
nubbin,
yeah.
you know.
And
I
I've
mean,
just realised that after your stint working at Garlic and Shots in Stockholm, young lady, you have the recipe for Swedish meatballs, and therefore
It is a secret.
you may need to cook for me.
I can cook, but I can't let you in the kitchen to see the secret recipe.
No, that's fair enough.
It's just meat. They had nothing.
I know.
But I do know the Swedish gravy recipe, and that is very hard to do. Everyone gets it wrong, but I know the authentic. I can even tell you guys right now, I don't think Sweden will be mad at me. Next time I go to border control, you told them how to make Swedish gravy. Yeah, you're not coming.
That's it. I'm gonna come in. We are done with you. This is not good. We are not feeling good. And you kept telling everyone to have a cake.
Just some-
with pronunciations of certain words in Swedish that are very similar. One means cake, one means like have a good day.
So people were saying to me, "Ha en bra dag," like have a good day, and I was saying "detsamla" instead of "detsamma," and "detsamla" means the cake. There is a cake called a samla. I did that for a month, and no one corrected me.
Did you tell Grace what we were saying about good
I was just
afternoon?
about to say it. Natalie and I were talking about good aftermiddag, and it just sounds like someone very Irish asking you to look after their dog. Look after me, dog.
Yeah, look after me, Dad.
Look after me, Doug.
Look after me,
Yeah, look after me, Doug. Also, have a good day today is, I couldn't stop laughing at this when I heard it, is ha en bra dag idag.
Heart in bra dog a dog.
Ha en bra dag idag. Like,
Heart in bra dog a dog.
Well, doggy dog. I love Swedish. It's so
I
much
love
fun.
Swedish.
I love Swedish.
The
love
recipe
Swedish.
for the gravy that you get at IKEA is cream, soy sauce, and chicken stock. That's it.
Mm.
No way.
That's all it is.
Soy. The soy.
That makes it brown, and the chicken stock makes it chickeny. That's
And
it.
then the cream just smooths it all out.
Yeah.
Huh.
Simples.
Simple. No, I'm not allowed in Sweden, but it was worth it telling you.
That's
that.
it. She's banned
Yeah.
now. Banned. There you go.
Oh well, never mind. And on that bombshell,
Yeah.
That was amazing.
that was
cute.
Bloody
You
hell.
got it. We came in, we learned about a horror movie, and then we talked about cuddly toys and ducks and Swedish gravy.
Swedish meatballs.
Oh, what do you want? And Swedish meatballs.
And I got to hang out with you guys this afternoon.
Yay!
Miss you so much.
Ghost. Yes, no,
We
I'm
love
coming out
you.
this week.
And for
I'm
the
just
love of you guys too. Mwah.
Yes.
I'm in the middle, so I get to like. Mwah.
stay put. I'm gonna end the recording. Stay there. Mwah, 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 mwah. I love you. I like you. Take care now.
Take care now.
Bye.
Ta-da!
Ta-da.
Thank you to our special guest, Grace, and to you, our wonderful listeners, for joining us. Come and haunt us again soon as we continue the horror movie-cation of Mama E.